Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to present the latest version of my Mammoth Control Warrior. Some of you may remember that I have played Mammoth Control Warrior before, right at the start of Knights of the Frozen Throne. It was the first deck that I played to Legend in this expansion. But the times were quite different then. Fire War Axe had not yet been nerfed, the rise of Tempo Rogue and big decks had not yet happened. A lot has changed. And so the deck has also changed a lot from what it was a couple of months ago. But this is the latest version, and this is something that's going to work really well in this late Knights of the Frozen Throne meta. I highly recommend this deck right now. I think it's very viable if you can tolerate long games. I'm averaging around 15 minutes per game with this deck, and the longest ones take more than half an hour. So it's not for the faint of heart. Unfortunately, I have been forced to cut Bone Drake from Mammoth Warrior. Bone Drake was something that I used to run in Mammoth Warrior, whereas everyone else was just running the Mountain Fire Armor and Daihon Hatchling package. And without the Fiery War Axe to support the early game, I have to admit that Bone Drake is no longer viable. I still think it was a great choice back before the nerfs, but now Warrior just cannot go for that kind of more proactive gameplay anymore. That said, there are still some differences between my build and the more common builds. The more common builds are quite single-mindedly focused on playing Mountain Fire Armors, playing Daihon Hatchlings, playing one copy of Dead Man's Hand, I have all of those things too, and cycle really heavily so that they can play 2 copies of Mammoth. However, there can be some weaknesses in that strategy, for example against Dirty Rats. And actually, if you're going to see once we get to gameplay, I have had my Mammoth dirty ratted several times. But this list is resilient. It's able to beat opponents even without Mammoth, because it includes stuff like Elise the Trailblazer. So I also have a secondary strategy. If I can't go with my Mammoth line, I can also shuffle Elise or shuffle the pack into my deck and gain a lot of value that way, and possibly win the game through that, even if I happen to lose the Mammoth. One could argue, okay, would it be better to just have a lot of cycle and single win condition, or a little bit less cycle and multiple win conditions? I also run other cards that are not very common right now, such as Brawl, Spellbreaker and Ravaging Ghoul. So, a bit of a different approach here. The way this deck functions is that it's very heavily focused on various Whirlwind effects. So I'm running 2 copies of Whirlwind, I'm running 2 copies of Ravaging Ghoul, 2 copies of Blood Razor, and then there's also the Scourgelord Garrosh, and there's Sleep with the Fishes, and Slam. So you have these Whirlwind effects, and you have Sleep and Slam to complement them, and that is much of your early game removal and even mid game removal. You're very focused on removing things through these Whirlwind effects, and also potentially gaining a lot of armor with the Armor Smiths through these Whirlwind effects. Other than that, you want to draw, and then you want to get the Mountain Fire Armors and the Daihon Hatchlings out. Play Mammoth twice, so you resurrect a lot of them. Then you also get a lot of Daihon Matriarchs, you get a lot of armor when the opponent removes them, win the game through there. If for some reason you happen to lose Mammoth, you have a backup plan in Elise and the Elise pack. And that's pretty much the main core of this deck. Some other cards that I really fancy include Spellbreaker. I really enjoy having a silence effect. Many Mammoth Warrior decks do not run any silence effects, but I find silence effect very good. There are still buffs in the meta, there's still stuff like Edwin in the meta. You can counter them with Spellbreaker very nicely. There's also another old favorite of mine in this deck, which is King Mosh. I used King Mosh already in my first Mammoth build back in the early days of Frozen Throne, and recently Fibonacci included King Mosh in his Mammoth Warrior build, so it has been catching on elsewhere as well now, and it's of course still part of my list as well. Overall, Mammoth Warrior is a really fun deck to play. You have lots of ways to answer various board states, you have ways to generate armor so that you can get out of reach of, for example, the Kazakus Priest's hero power. And with this list you have a couple of win conditions, because you can win through the Death Rattle minions, or you can win through Elise, or you can win simply through outlasting the opponent and winning in fatigue. I have a lot of gameplay prepared for you. And remember, if you enjoy this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel for more. And let's go take a look at those games. Hammersmith Blood Razor seems good. Well, it seems good too. Okay. He kept one card, so you would keep Kelazet. He kept actually 2 cards. Would you ever keep 2 cards without keeping Kelazet? If you expect pirates, you would keep Backstab SI. But mostly it should be Kelazet. Why would you expect pirates? Who's even playing pirates nowadays? He still has the coin, so he can coin captain next turn. Coining captain is dangerous. I play Hammersmith, he coins captain, he trades, Hammersmith dies, these are at 1 health. I can still deal with them. Or I can whirlwind now. He daggers up next turn. Bunch of options. I think I still go with the Hammersmith. Let's try this one. I was really contemplating playing the whirlwind to prevent the coin captain play, but I think this might turn out okay. It depends. He doesn't necessarily have the coin captain. Yeah, he might not have the coin captain, and even if he does, if he wants to kill the Hammersmith, both of those have to go back down to 1 health. So they're still well windable. And Tar Creeper. Interesting. Interesting. He coined Tar Creeper. Why would you coin Tar Creeper? If I play Whirlwind, Tar Creeper has 4 health remaining. Still not killable with a Blood Razor. If I shield block instead, then if he plays the captain behind this, behind the Tar Creeper, and he plays the captain, and then I have no access to these minions, I think I need to Whirlwind the armor up. So now Backstab doesn't work. But if he had Backstab, he would have possibly used it earlier. But he could also save it for a Wildspan Slayer combo. But now I couldn't root. Because I was just somewhat concerned about that. It's a nice cold blood. So now I would need to take 7. Or I can just silence it. And I believe in the power of silence right now. Let's silence that one. 1 tree instead of 7 tree. Seems good. Of course he can always deal with the Spellbreaker. He can't play Cobalt Scalebane yet. He can play it next turn though. It's always nice.
This guy's toast.
Okay, potential Scalebane coming next turn. What if I just throw down a Diehorn Hatchling here? That's an option. You'll need to have a Backstab to activate the Wildspan Slayer. Maybe counter Fate Coin if he has one. The next turn I can do Blood Razor Hero Power. I think I do Blood Razor here. Let's kill the SI7 and put the others to 1 health. Then I don't have to hit into these if he plays the Scalebane. On the other hand, I also don't have a way to kill the Scalebane. If I played the Hatchling first, I would have a potential kill on the Scalebane. But then the SI7 would be left up.
This guy's toast.
So now he played Flame Elemental too. Does he have more 1-drops available? Who knows? Who knows? I think it's Acolyte time. He can't play Bone Mare yet next turn. I can play Acolyte and the shield block. Do I care if I have health or armor? I do not, because I have nothing that benefits from armor specifically. So I can play the shield block first. See what I can find. Does Raging Ghoul change anything? No, Ghoul doesn't change anything. It's still the Acolyte and punch there. But even with just a 1-1, I have 1-2 to contest. Not yet the Bone Mare turn. He has these 2 cards that have been there from 1 and 2. They've been there for a long time. Could be stuff like Leroy, Shadowstep, Bone Mare, Wildspan Slayer. He could have a Wildspine Slayer to kill the Acolyte. It always feels a little bit bad to do that, but sometimes you want to deny the draw. I guess you probably wouldn't deny the draw here. There are probably better Wildspine's targets still. Oh, this is sweet. I get to clean up the board. I get to clean up the board before the Bone Mare turn. That's always nice. So I suppose it's Blood Razor. I mean, it could be a Slam Ravaging Ghoul for 5 mana. Or it can be Blood Razor into Mountain Fire Armor. I kind of like the Mountain Fire Armor. Let's go for that line. Wipe this one out and then play the Mountain Fire Armor there. Now we have some potential armor gain. Or he can leave it up, and then I can use it to trade away something. Got the concede. Against the priest. Maybe I do. Let's see. But yeah, I already knew Nesot was going to be fine, so I usually don't play decks that I already know to be fine. I play decks that are not necessarily that good. Decks that need work in order to become good. But I'm trying to take a little bit of a different angle to Nesot with this list. Not a whole lot though, because you can't cut the Mountain Fire Armor Hatchling combo. It's just too powerful. I don't think you want to fit in any more Death Rattles either, because you don't want to cut the Dead Man's Hand. So then you're stuck with Dead Man's Hand, Mountain Fire Armor, Diehole Hatchling, and Nesot. You're basically always stuck with that basic wing condition for the deck. The rest you have some leeway in building that, but you need removal. You need armor. There are still only a few slots that you can actually change. But I have the option to play the Acolyte here, but he could have a Shadow Word Pain. I guess I want to guarantee some card draw from the Acolyte, so let's go with the Shield block for now. Okay, and this is going to be a big priest. So it's Mountain Fire Armor time. He didn't have Barnes. He would have coined Barnes if he had it. He did keep 2 cards. Why would you keep 2 cards as a big priest with neither of them is Barnes? I don't think you want to. Well, Mass Dispel, this is Kazakus Priest. With a strange hand. Maybe. He could have like Coin Dragonfire Potion. Silence as such doesn't matter that much, because I still get the Mountain Fire Armor back from Nesot. It's just cost me that 6 armor. I guess he didn't have Raza either. What does he have then? I'm just slightly confused by that Mass Dispel and not doing anything. And keeping 2 cards that you don't use. Actually, Mass Dispel is common in Raza Priest nowadays. Yes, I know. And I'm confused that he doesn't do anything but he has Mass Dispel, because not doing anything implies Big Priest, which generally does not run Mass Dispel. And not doing anything implies that it would be not be a Raza Priest, which runs Mass Dispel. So that's the confusing thing. I guess it's just a Raza Priest with a really bad hand. But why would he have a really bad hand if he keeps 2 cards? That makes no sense. So now he got to draw 3 cards. But that still wasn't too great. I mean, I could draw a couple of cards if I play Acolyte into Slam Whirlwind. Now that he drew a bunch of cards, he could have stuff like Holy Smite Raza. Yeah, but now this has to be Kazakus Priest, so his mulligan and everything just didn't make any sense. I think I want to draw cards. I think I really want some cards right now. Let's grab some cards. I can grab 3 cards here. And not give him a chance to use Potion of Madness on the Acolyte. Let's do it like this. This gives me some cards. He's still ahead of me. That Pyromancer combo was quite successful in drawing. Okay, so something like Shadow Word Death then. Finish off the Elise. He still has one card that he kept. Well, that could be Anduin. Mostly though, none of the things he does make sense. So, what can you say? I don't think I want him to keep the Cleric. I can kill the Cleric like this. Then armor up. I want to gain armor. Gaining armor is good. I have a ton of removal here. Then there's that Brawl. Is that Brawl needed? What are you going to Shadow Visions for? I can use Shadow Visions for a Mind Blast now. Nothing else really seems to make sense. I guess I can hit the Kazakus. Because I have Ghoul Double Sleep as an option. He's cycling through his deck very fast though. That's a bit of an issue. Do I have to kill the Kazakus? Not necessarily, no. I think I could just play Hatchling and armor up. He's likely to play more minions. And then I can use the sleeps more effectively. If I hit the Kazakus, I'm going to take 3 from it. Oh, that was a good potion. I'm not sure if it was that good of a potion, really. Because the Daihon Hatchling is the least important thing. The Mountain Fire Armor is more important in this matchup. And it was still 5 damage.
You wish to live forever.
So if I hit here, this one goes down to 4. That's not quite enough to kill it. He already spent the death. So I also have the option to hit him in the face and play King Mosh. Kill both of these minions. He's getting close to Anduin though. But I think that's acceptable. Let's hit him in the face. Play the king. And that is gone. So Anduin or something like Orkanai or Dragonfire Potion plus something are the only answers he has to this. And I'm cool with that answer. He already spent the Polymorph. So then it's Hatchling, Mountain Fire Armor and armor up. But I do have to find the Nesod at some point. If he is able to assemble a good Velen combo. He hasn't found Raza yet, so that buys me a little bit of time. Then I might be able to use Armor Smith to generate a bunch of additional armor, but we'll see. He has also spent the Silence. So Circle is the only 0 mana spell in the deck. But they can still be Lyra, they can be Radiant Elemental.
I hope you like my invention.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Are you going to give me 6 armor? Maybe he's just setting it up so that if I use a Whirlwind effect I don't get the 6 armor from that. Seems like a reasonable play. He's using his Mind Blast. So I take this to mean that he has another Mind Blast from the Shadow, but no, the Shadow Visions card is from... that actually makes no sense whatsoever. He still has the Potion of Madness, so if I play the Acolyte of Pain... Yeah, Satreya, I agree. I would love to find the Geist. He still has Shadow of Pain too. Do I grab 2 armor from the Armor Smith? I think I need to pass. I think I need to pass for now. I can't afford to give him the Acolyte of Pain. And the probability of him having the Potion of Madness in his hand is pretty good right now. Ooh, Thought Stealing. I have some really good stuff in the deck. If he gets like a Dead Man's Hand, that would be sweet. So I guess I hit there. I can play the Ghoul, Acolyte and Sleep. Do I also want to play an Armor Smith? That too will die to the Sleep. It will give me a bit of armor. I haven't found any executes yet. Velen is still left. Double sleeve is just so powerful. I think I need to go for this. I don't want to execute that one. I want to sleep here instead. But I want to armor up so that I maximize my potential armor gain. Now I found a couple of executes, so if he goes for something like a Tempo Velen, I can deal with that. If he got the Direhorn Matriarch from my deck, I can deal with that. Okay. Nesot is still there, Dead Man's Hand is still there. He shouldn't have a lot of big minions left. I mean, he obviously has Velen, and he might have something from my deck. I guess I can afford to execute. Let's execute that one. Keep armoring up for now. Yeah, what if this brawl was a Battle Rage? That's something that I have been considering. But of course, this is not the matchup where brawl does something. There are other matchups for that. Holy fire. Okay. Blood Razor. I just don't have a lot of card draw left. Need to wait. Let's try to wait. Be patient.
Pass me that arc light scanner.
Inventory is not bad. I mean, he's bound to find Raza very, very soon. That's the Nesoth. Do I win this game with one Nesoth? Do I need two Nesoths to win? I'll get 12 armor from the Mountain Fire Almos. He's going to Dragonfire Potion the board. I win this game with one Nesoth. I think I win this game with one Nesoth. This should be fine. I don't need to shuffle. If he wipes this board, he gives me so much armor. He still has the two cards he got from the Thought Steal. And there could be Ungoro Pact there could be Scourgelord Garrosh. There can still be some interesting... Well, obviously he can't play Scourgelord Garrosh. Because his own hero power is better. But this is a Dragonfire Potion right here. And at least this is the setup. But I'm cool with that. I mean, I get 12 armor. I get another Direhorn Matriarch shuffled into my deck. I don't mind. I can fatigue him. It's time to play Blood Razor now. Let's make him draw that card.
Almost out of cards.
Well, he's not going to burn any cards, but... I think I will be able to fatigue him here. I'm at 48. He has those 10 cards, one of them is Velen, and one of them is Raza, obviously. Is this a good hand to shuffle? There's an extra Garrosh here. There's an extra Execute here. Well, I have 7 cards left in the deck, I have no need to shuffle. So I'm going to take this 5. And then I'll sleep this one. What if he has a Direhorn? Because he has 2 cards from my deck that I don't know what they are. That is still troubling. Yeah, I guess I can take that 5. And then sleep away the Raza. I can then armor up again. So I'm at 41. I still have an Execute. He has Velen, but he doesn't have Mind Blast anymore. He has Velen, he has Circle. There's the Velen. And the villain is going to eat and execute. There's just so very limited in what you can do right now. Yeah, sure. I mean, he's throwing everything he has here. But it's still not going to be enough. I think it's not going to be enough. Haha. Pack is pretty good though. That gives him a chance. The Pack actually might give him a chance. Interesting times. Do I play the Scourge Lord? Can I afford to leave him with the Radiant Elemental? I can afford to leave him with the Radiant Elemental up. Yes, I believe I can. I could shuffle in another shield block. So if I shuffle Whirlwind Execute, that's 5 mana. Now let's shuffle those cards in. Then I'll shield block. Slam is pretty perfect actually. Yeah, I avoid damage by using the slam here. Then I can Whirlwind. Then I execute the Velen. But I'm at 12, so thanks to the Ungoro pack and the additional 5 cards, if he didn't get those 5 cards, then he would not have enough cards to kill me. But with those 5 additional cards, there is a chance that he can play 6 cards this turn and win, if he got really cheap cards. Let's see.
Nice little raptors.
Okay. Did he get really cheap cards? That's a Potion of Madness, by the way. Yeah. It's pretty amazing if he wins this. I would say lucky, but who knows? Needs to play 3 more cards. You have got to be kidding me. He got a bunch of such cheap cards from the Ungoro pack. I mean, really? Is this actually going to happen? That was... yeah. That was Hearthstone, boys. That was Hearthstone. I guess we're rolling in with these. Most probably a zoo. I don't know, maybe I should have looked for sleep. Let's see. I'm still wondering about the necessity of Brawl. Alright. Kelleset on 1 is always good. So this is going to be a tough game. He kept all his cards, by the way. That's my sleep, that's good. I don't really want to play an Acolyte into this. I think I can afford to play a Mountain Fire Armor into it. And I think he should trade it away. But maybe he wants to ignore it and now he absolutely has to trade it away. He is making unoptimal plays. Don't kill the Kelleset now. No, I guess I can. None of these are demons, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe he can still smoke me down. But I think not trading into the Mountain Fire Armor was really greedy. And I still have stuff like Shield Block here. Well, now you don't want to trade into it anymore. That window kind of passed. Well, unless you really want to develop something important on this board now. Sure. You can do that. How do I want to react? Obviously Whirlwind Sleep wipes this board. But I could also go for something like Whirlwind Acolyte. Kill this one, draw a card, leave him with 6 power on the board. That I can later kill with the sleep. Maybe even with the Ghoul's Sleep. I like the sound of Acolyte Whirlwind. Let's do that. These minions are going to die once I play the ghoul. He's playing so hard into everything I can do. And I'm more than happy to oblige and do all those nasty things. Because why not? Alright, ghoul and sleep. Right. Seems legit. Let's clean up the board. Okay, these cards have been in his hand for a long time, so there could be stuff like Doomguard, Gul'dan. Gul'dan is scary. Gul'dan is always a card that can win games. We'll see. So I guess no Doomguard then. It could still be a Doomguard. He just wants to cycle. Do I let him? I guess I do. I kind of want to save this Whirlwind effect. Potentially for the king. Well, let's just go in with this. Now, of course, a Doomguard that's buffed by Kelset is a 6/8, so it can kill the Daihon Hatchling. Discarding 2 cards, but he gets to draw another 2. He might draw additional card before playing Doomguard to maximize his chances of getting... what is he doing? Now I just don't know what he's doing. He can always have a Bone Mare there. But I guess I will use a shield block now. And one option I have is to use Ravaging Ghoul into execute, so I can kill Tar Creeper. Then I could also take a value trade on this Flame Elemental, even with just a 2/3. He's going to play Bone Mare on that. I guess it's fine. Let's execute there. Take a value trade here. This leaves him with a Bone Mare target. But if he plays Bone Mare on this, he also needs to play Soulfire or Mortal Coil. Had the Coil. Okay, Coil Bone Mare, that is good. Oh, that sucked a little bit. Well, now it's all fine. Unless he has another Bone Mare. Well, well. Let's slam here first. That's exactly what I need. I want to save the Whirlwind for next turn. So equip the Blood Razor. So that I can trade here. And then I can shield block. Hi, Trek. Good to see you. Maybe could have attacked face. I have the Whirlwind Mosh. That's what I'm planning to do next turn. But I still maybe could have activated this one as ready. Not a Whirlwind Mosh. He still has both Doomguards left, and if he can get those Doomguards out and then resurrect him with Gul'dan, that can get tricky. Double Despicables isn't bad either. Mosh will be forced to trade, so that's 3, 4, 5 damage. I could use Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker, Acolyte, Slam, that's 9 mana. Will kill both minions. Draw me 2 cards. Alright, that's what we're going for. Silence that one. Then we slam it first. Then I play the Acolyte. Then I need to hit here. So that I get to draw from the Acolyte. And then the Mosh can trade there. Now he really can't play Gul'dan because of the Acolyte. He's giving me a lot of cards. And if he has Gul'dan in hand, Okay, I guess he can play Gul'dan then. So he's giving me 2 cards guaranteed. But he might be able to live with that. He wants to play the Armor Smiths after, the Blood Doom Guards afterwards. So I think I need to go Garrosh and kill this one, and kill the Despicable Dreadlords here. Yeah, that's the setup I need. We'll need to use... another try for Control Warrior. Well, I'm playing Nezoth version now, so this is much better than the regular version. I know Nezoth version works. But I'm trying some different ideas for this one now. We'll see how this goes. He might still be able to outvalue me with the Siphon Life. Now a Doom Guard is going to come down. Every time. No Doom Guard. That was a surprise. Geist can take away Soul Fire. That's not that good. So go down to 11. I can get a 6/9 taunt on the board. In order to kill the taunt, well, if he top decks a Doom Guard, he can use Hero Power and Doom Guard to kill the taunt, and these guys can go face. This is still what I need to do. Don't have a better play. And the Matriarch and Elise. Let's try this. I might still be able to... I mean, he needs something. This has to be some kind of immediate damage. If it isn't, then this board is just not going to match up to the Daihon Matriarch. Then you'll have to sacrifice the board into it. But if that's a Doom Guard and he gets the best possible thing from Fledgling, then he's... What is he doing? Now I have no idea what he's doing. I guess I will shuffle the Armor Smiths back. I might need additional armor later on. Well, there are the 2 Doom Guard top decks. Both Doom Guards are still in the deck. So that does give him something. If I shuffle the Armor Smiths back, I make it less likely for myself to find the Nezoth. But can I ever get my minions killed on his turn? I cannot. I think I have to do this. Well, this one is going to die anyway. And then I need to Hero Power to generate additional armor. Okay, up to 16. But there are 2 Doom Guards left in the deck. 2 6/8 Doom Guards. He's always going to eat an Armor Smith. Dark Reaper's fine. Dark Reaper. Oh, Daihon Hatchling is good. Because it prevents a Doom Guard from hitting face. Do I execute the Dark Reaper though? No, I probably need to execute a Doom Guard. Do I mill a Soul Fire to prevent him from dealing damage with that? No, not yet. It's not yet the time. Let's generate more armor. And a little bit more armor. Okay, I'm at 22 now, so I should be able to live long enough to find my Nezoth. Why would you play that in your deck? This will go down to 4 if I Whirlwind. It's fine. 4 is a good place to be. He's going to eat another Armor Smith, right? Almost certainly. Let's remove the... He had another Mortal Coil in the deck as well. That's interesting. Why would you run 2 Mortal Coils in that deck? That just cannot be right. This one's always hitting face. There's 4 cards remaining. What is there in addition to Doom Guard? There's another Void Walker. There's another Flame Imp. I think I'm not hitting with the weapon yet. I might need the Shadow Mort to remove small minions. If he happens to draw something small instead of the Doom Guard here. Executors for Doom Guard. Oh, an Ungor pack. Sweet. Let's see what's inside. Oh, good things are inside. So many things I can do. I can't play the Swamp King though. I would love to play the Swamp King, so if he top decks another Doom Guard, then it would just die. But I think this turn is going to be Vile Spine. No, now I know what this turn is going to be. This turn is going to be Execute on the Doom Guard. Trade here. And then play Lost in Jungle into Nesting Rock. When I play it like this, though, I don't have an activator for Vile Spine for next turn. But most of the cards in my deck are activators. I mean, all but 2. So almost anything that I can get would be activated. Geist would be something much better. I'm probably keeping Shield Blocks was wrong too. I should have just mulliganed this one as well. Oh well, we'll see. Also, what kind of priest this is going to be. By the way, oh, I don't have it on the feed. I recently wrote an article on OTK decks for Hardhead. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was a pretty good pull. Well, now I don't have Nesot anymore. That's annoying when that happens. But it's Hearthstone. Do I want to activate the Whirlwind effect? I don't need it right now. I think I can save it. But yeah, that's Hearthstone for you. Just pure Hearthstone. The way it's meant to be played. Well, I should still be able to win this without Nesoth.
This jungle hides many secrets.
What kind of priest is this? I'm not sure. Now it would have been actually useful to have the have activated the Whirlwind effect. I guess I got punished a bit. Well, I do need to kill the Vellies. Now I just won't have similar levels of armor available to me. So assuming this is still a Kazakus Priest, just with the Dirty tech and Elise tech as well. He really doesn't want to let me get the Mountain Fire armor, right? Looks like that. Let's see. Pretty heavily teched version. Rat, Golakka, Elise, Talnos. Really heavily teched. Do I silence Talnos? Next turn he can play Dragonfire Potion to kill the Daihorn Hatchling. He doesn't really want to do that now, does he? I think I need to just gather some armor here. Kill Talnos and hit him in the face a little bit. They can still be better silenced targets. Like that Lyra, for example. That was an interesting use of the circle, though. Very interesting. I could slam and sleep the Lyra. I actually kind of like that. He has 2 Lyra cards now. I'll just sleep that Lyra away. So the minions can go face again. Like an armor up again. Okay, we've dealt with Lyra. He got 2 cards. Servitude is not bad. He can get Lyra back. It's Lyra, Elise, Rat, Talmus, Crawler. Right? Oh, he was able to visions into his pack. Pretty sweet stuff. Pretty sweet stuff indeed. Who knows what's going on? Haha! Visions from the pack. Now if we can get another pack from these visions, then that will be just pretty insane. Earthen scales? Yeah, sure. I can see that happening. Do I want to silence the dirty rat? Because he still has some interesting cards left there. I think I can. I can get the Motifarum back down to 1 health as well if I need to. I could also silence the rat and push 7 to face. But he can have something like Dino size now. Dangerous times. I don't think I want to play the Scourge Lord yet. I think I can afford to play the silence. I'll do it like this. A silence and slam. I'll trade with this fellow. This one goes face. Let's do it like this. This again sets up the Mountain Fire Armor to die whenever I use a Whirlwind effect. Second Lyra from the Ungoro pack. Okay. That was a pretty good pack. Shadow Visions, Lyra, Servitude. No, Servitude was from Lyra. Shadow Visions, Lyra and Scales so far. Keeps generating spells. I see, I see. I mean, these insane Lyras, they have often killed me. We'll see how it goes this time. If I play Garrosh, I can hit here, and Lyra will go down to 3. Then I can kill that with the Hatchling. Some interesting choices. I still have the Elise in my deck, so I have another. I can shovel another pack later. I can't activate King Mosh if I go for that line of play now. Lyra go down 2. It's 4 from this one. I don't intend to use the hero power. Oh, but this one, yeah, you're right. This also activates. You are correct. I think that's what I'll do. This one goes there. These ones go there. This one goes there. So this is the line. Killing another Lyra. He has a lot of Lyra cards now. So now just anything can happen. Yeah, Satre, you're correct. You're correct. There's the death rattle effect. So from this point on, anything can happen. I would like to shuffle the pack. I would like to have 2 packs. But let's see, I think I'll wait for now. I am at 52. So killing me should be relatively difficult.
I got the best deals anywhere.
More binding heals. Drawing just 1 card with that though. Do I use a sleep to kill that one? I guess it's quite alright. 8 cards in hand. Do I still need the sleep for something later? Probably not. I haven't found my Geist yet. I really do want to find the Geist. 8 cards in hand. Yeah. I think I'll draw 2 cards now. I think it's fine. I'm gonna draw 1 extra. 8 cards in hand. This is okay. I can also shuffle the Elise. I don't have to shuffle the pack. I can shuffle the Elise and have 2 backs that way. by playing 2 copies of Elise. This also shuffles. I don't want to shuffle Geist. I play the Geist and then I shuffle. Yeah, Lyra, all the Lyra should be gone now, so I get all the 1-mana spells away. There's nothing I need in particular from the deck. So this is the play. Did I remove... What did I remove? Holy Smite, Potion of Madness. Nice. And then we shuffle. So I have an additional shield block there. Some more armor gain. Getting extra copies of King. Alright, 10 cards, 8 cards. I'm at 50. I could kill this with a King. He has played the death already. So I hit there. And I play the King Wash. And that kills his Skulking Geist. Okay. There's the Raza. Such a nice card always to have. So I do need to hit it. And Anduin is going to come down soon enough. So I hit the Raza. Then I Whirlwind. Then I play Direhorn Hatchling, right? What if he has a Shadow Madness from Lyra? I just can't play around everything. I just can't play around everything. Shadow Madness from Lyra would be a big deal here. But it's also quite unlikely. Holy Fire from Lyra doesn't matter. Like, this is so good that he's spending spells before he has Anduin. Because then they're less damage. Okay, we're playing the Elise now. Do I play a shield block? He's a lot deeper into his deck actually than I am. Because I have another Elise in the deck as well. I have another Hatchling in the deck as well. I can easily afford to play a shield block now. To draw a bit more. I can draw a bunch of Armor Smiths. I'm still at 48. Armor Smiths can generate a lot of additional armor. Death is gone. Okay, his second Ungoro pack. This is a strange game of lots of Ungoro packs. You should really use these cards after you play Anduin. This is such a waste. That is such a terrible waste. He hasn't used a Dragonfire. He has used a Dragonfire potion actually. I mean, I could play, if I want to go in with the Armor Smiths, I could play Armor Smith, Ghoul and Whirlwind. And hit here, obviously. I think it's fine. So I hit on the Radiant Elemental. This one also goes down a little bit. Then I can play Ravaging Ghoul. Then I can play a Whirlwind effect, which together will generate a lot of armor. I can punch him in the face for 5. So I am currently at 58. But he has had 2 Ungoro packs. Shadowrot Horror from Lyra. That was a really good one. Are you sure you want to draw? I guess he is. I guess he is. My first Ungoro pack. So I could play Blood Razor, hit there and Whirlwind to keep the Elise alive for now. Then he will have to deal with that one too. Elise will go down to 1 of course, but I can afford to play the Ungoro pack at this point. Let's see what my pack is going to give me. Earthen Scale. It's giving me another release. That's hilarious. Earthen Scales is best used with King Mosh to get another 10 health later. Whirlwind here, and we hit him in the face. 9 cards in hand, this is fine. Yeah, I'm going to use Earthen Scales with King Mosh, I believe. A little later. Well, that Kazakus can provide him with some interesting stuff. Something that I might need the King Mosh for. Don't have a way to deal with this board right now. Unless I just go with the King Mosh now. But what if he gets the Resurrect Potion? Because that's what I would really love to King Mosh. How likely is he to get a Resurrect Potion though? Not that likely. 4 cards left, 8 cards left. Do I want to draw even? These are some difficult choices. Whirlwind Ravaging Gore. Hit here actually cleans this board. Then I don't have a King Mosh activator. I guess I'll just go with these now. Can I afford to take 6 to face? I believe I can. Because I have the King Mosh Earthen Scales. And this is protecting that King Mosh Earthen Scales. He's running Cold-Eyed Oracle. I'm going to burn a card. Is there anything that I really need? Well, burning down her Matriarch is always nasty, but I guess it's not fatal. 6 cards versus 1 card. Brawl is in order, I believe. Yeah, let's just brawl that board. I was kind of hoping that the Cold-Eyed Oracle would win, but I guess this is fine too. I'll play the Ravaging Ghoul, get that down to 1. Okay. Okay, are we going to see the Kazakus Potion, some kind of big resurrect? Just an Anduin for now. I guess I'm cool with that. Eight cards left. I have 5 cards left in the deck, but I don't really want to go to Fatigue. I mean, I have Armor Smith, Molten Reflection. To make 2 Armor Smiths for 6 mana. I guess I can use a shield block here. Oh, Elise is not bad. Let's play an Elise here. I get another pack into my deck. I am at 54. It's getting hard to tell what cards he has played. He has played a lot of cards. Okay, you can kill the Elise, I don't mind at all. 8 damage and add 3 random demons to your hand. Interesting. He has 10 cards left. I'm at 44. It's probably time for me to play some Armor Smiths. I only get 2 armor. I can't even tell what he has in his hand anymore. He has a couple of Lyra cards. He has 1 Ungoro pack card. He has 3 random demons. I think that's about it. I guess I'm going to make a pair of Armor Smiths here. Let's just generate a couple of points of armor. I'm at 48. He still has the Velen combo left. Okay, I'm at 50. Okay, this puts me at 54. And 55 finally. Place Prince Malchezaar as the first minion. Fine. I can execute the Prince Malchezaar. 8 cards in hand. My hand is a bit crowded, it's hard to get the Ungaropax out. I guess I don't really need Evolving Spores for anything, so I can throw that away. So let's first Blade Storm and execute that Malchezaar. Then I can play an Ungaropax to get 4 cards. And I can throw away the Evolving Spores if I don't find anything that I like. Stegodon seems fine. Let's play Stegodon. Alright. I mean, these priests, they simply do not give up.
Not all who wander are lost.
Okay, there's the Velen. Now he's going to throw out the Mind Blast. Yeah, sure. He has no more 0 mana spells unless he has something from Lyra. Okay, 35. That's cool. Then I'm going to hit him in the face. Activate the king. Then I will play the king. And Earthen Scales on the king to get another 10 armor. So I'm back to 45. Seriously, Priest, you just don't know when to give up now, do you? I guess he just doesn't know when to give up. I guess a good brawl is in order. He doesn't have, that card is from his own deck. I'm having trouble figuring out which card it is. But I do know that it cannot be a Potion of Madness, because it's not a randomly generated card. So I can safely play Pyros. I can play the Glimmer Root. Yeah, great healing potion. Okay. I have to assume it's aggro. I keep the ghoul. And the armor. It could be Jade, but at this point I think aggro has to be assumed. Aggro is just so much better than Jade right now. Or it could be a big druid. That looks like aggro to me. Let's see. Let's see. I have a silence. I have some things here. That mark is pretty good though. So I could have Ghoul and Sleep for 5. I'll play Acolyte this turn. This is Acolyte into Spellbreaker into Ghoul Sleep. I'm most certainly going to silence the Druid of the Swarm next. Almost certainly. Which unfortunately heals it back up to full, but can't have everything. Let's silence that one. He buffs up the minions. That druid is all that's going to survive. The ghoul sleep. Well, and that druid too. So the 2 druids are all that are going to survive. Let's see how he trades. There's also an option to go for a slam play. I think Hearthstone doesn't ruin ritual games as much as a lot of games played. Yeah, that's true. Why would you ever do that? I guess Ghoul Sleep is not good enough. I might need that for something like Living Mana. Let's play a Direhorn Hatchling. Let's see about this one. Maybe I could have thought about that more, because he could have buff into Savage Roar. Oh yes, please. Please do attack with that minion. What are you doing? I don't know what he's doing, but I like it. So this is a Slam, Whirlwind, Sleep. Then he plays Living Mana and I can play double Ghoul. He might even run Bone Rest. Yeah, he could. He could. Do I even play the Whirlwind? Do I just play the Sleep? Leaves him with a single 1/2. Saves the Whirlwind so I can deal 3 damage next turn. Yeah, that's better. I just sleep this board. I can do Ghoul, Ghoul, Whirlwind next turn, if needed. But if he goes Living Mana, I only need to play 2. I can play Whirlwind, Ghoul, Mountain Fire Armor. Interesting place. So that's 4, that's 5 damage. This one card has been in his hand the entire time. I wonder what it is. Do I play double Mountain Fire Armor, or do I just play Mountain Fire Armor, Armor Smith, Hero Power? He still needs to deal with the Armor Smith. Yeah, I think that's alright. This forces him to deal with the Armor Smith. Well, he could have that Bone Mare. That could be a problem, but I couldn't wipe the board anyway. So he can still win if he has Bone Mare and I can't find Execute. Because that Crypt Lord is pretty tough. If he Bone Mares that one. Oh, there's another Kolaka.
You love my new recipe.
This is just nonsense. How'd you do this? This makes no sense. Let me see. I can play Ghoul into Ghoul. And then I can trade these 2 minions. If he top decks Living Mana, he's still going to be in a good position. Yeah, Living Mana top deck actually can still be good if I do that. Is there anything better? I can't figure it out. Unfortunately. Living Mana top deck can still... Is there a way to play around that Living Mana top deck? I don't see it. There might be, but I don't see it. I just don't see a way to play around that Living Mana top deck, so I think I do this. This still saves the Execute for Bitter-Tide Hydra. Or anything else that's big. But he gets multiple turns to find Living Mana. Can't even use Slam to draw. I want to deny Mark of Yashuraj. I do need to kill that. Well, I could slam my own Mountain Fire Armor to draw. Maybe later, if I really have to. Did he find the Living Mana now? Ah, that's not a Living Mana. This is fine. I probably still save the Execute. I just want to find something that saves me from Living Mana. There it is. Now I'm safe. I might try to keep the Acolyte. We'll see. Didn't even realize you have Nezot. Yeah, but Nezot wins all the games that I can't win through fatigue.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Oh, it's a Control Warlock. That is interesting. I haven't faced a Control Warlock in such a long time. How do I beat Control Warlock? I'm not completely sure. It just isn't a matchup that I play a lot. If it's running the whole fiend combo, we'll see how it goes. Satra, did you check the new cards? Not recently.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
That's a lot of mistresses. Go down to 7. When I play the Acolyte, he could set up so that I draw 3. So there is some good mill potential there. I guess I don't want to get milled. Let's just armor up. It's fine. I get all the health back from those mistresses anyway. Three new cards have been removed by those which you hit straight into your Warlock deck. Okay. But then I have to remove some cards from this deck. What do I want to remove from this? I have no idea. 9 cards in hand. I guess I can play the Blood Razor. I get back up to 29 from these. So what else do you have? Reasonable. I will need the Brawl later. I may need the Execute later. It depends so much on what else he has there. I mean, I could hit there here and sleep. If I play the Acolyte, I draw 2 cards. That's fine, I can afford to draw 2 cards. Yeah, this is the play. Sit there. And then I'll sleep. Not 9 cards. I believe this is fine. 25 health. He was able to. Couldn't fatigue be a win condition? Yeah, actually it is. But I can still draw, because I have Dead Man's Hand. So I can get another 10 cards into the deck, and I want to encourage him to draw as well. See, he's drawing.
The end is coming!
Nice. Then what? Yeah, actually, that's the beauty of the Dead Man's Hand. I can throw away a coin if I like. Do I need a coin? I can play a Mountain Fire Armor into this, right? Grab that armor from it. Be wary of dirty rats. Yeah, those are dangerous. I guess holding on to the coin is fine. I'll dump a Mountain Fire Armor into that. It could be a full fatigue build that's also running Cold-Eyed Oracles. So then he might be able to mill some cards. That might be an issue. Okay, he's not running Mortal Coil. That's a bit of a surprise. Most of them are running Mortal Coil. But it's not my list because I don't run Doomsayer. I don't really want to play the Scourge Lord yet. That's the thing. Now that I lost the Whirlwinds. Another Mountain Fire Armor. Yeah, I guess I can play that. Let's play that one out there. 8 cards in hand. Dirt Rat could be a problem. Currently it is 1 in 3 to pull the Nesoth. Running Medivh too. Wow, that's a heavy package. I'm going face with that one, I believe. Maybe it points to Gnoferatus and Cold Lights. It could. And I can kill the Medivh if I play Scourge Lord. Then my ability to replenish my health will be limited. I still have the Armor Smiths in the deck though. Because I have that sleep there, I guess that's going to be okay. I could also just run this into Medivh and Execute. But that Execute might come in handy later. So let's just kill the Medivh now. Okay, no more Medivh. Has to go down Ferrado. So maybe he also has the Whole Fiend. Oh, managed to burn a Hatchling. That's a big deal. 12 cards, 13 cards. It's getting interesting. I want to shuffle a lot of cards. That's for sure. Is he making space in his hand to play Cold Light Oracle? Because I can't afford to mill the Dead Man's Hand. 9 cards in hand. You can also play Dirty Rat into Twisting Nether. I need to get rid of some cards. So I guess I'm slamming here. I want to draw the Dead Man's Hand. That's what I'm looking for. If he has the Whole Fiend combo, then that's also something that can win him the game. If he can do that before I can Dead Man's Hand. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's use this one. Whirlwind Sleep. 8 cards in hand. I throw away the coin. So now a single Cold Light Oracle doesn't mill me. But Whole Fiend obviously would be bad. Well, that's only limited things I can do against Whole Fiend. But if he's running double Gnome Frado, he has got to be running that one too. I just really love to find the Dead Man's Hand. Okay, this is fine. There's the Dead Man's Hand. And that's the instant play, right? That'll be an instant play. Before he Whole Fiends me. So now I have 15 cards in deck against his 11. I would have wanted to find one more Diehorn Hatchling, but I believe this is fine. Dirty Rat into Twisting Nether. Does it pull the Nesoth? It pulls the Nesoth. Such beauty. 1 in 4. I mean, I had 2 Dirty Rats played against me. First was 1 in 3 to get Nesoth, second was 1 in 4 to get Nesoth. Both managed to get the Nesoth. That's beautiful. What can you say? That is just beautiful. So that's what has already been happening. I guess he's favored to win at this point. I probably did need the double Nesoth. But I mean, I held onto so many minions that I thought it was very unlikely for him to be able to pull the Nesoth. But you know, sometimes they still get it. So he has double Twisting Nether, he has another Siphon Soul. Yeah, without double Nesoth I think he wins, because double Nesoth was going to give me 24 armor. That was 12 damage. Essentially to face when he played the Dirty Rat. But that's a really good roll, because it gives him additional resources. Fine. I'll execute that one. I still have the Elise, so we'll see. Do I want to execute this one too? I guess I can. I probably need to get some cards. So is it Armorsmith, Acolyte, Whirlwind, execute? No, there's not enough mana to do that. Just Acolyte, Whirlwind, execute. And I think I do need a couple of cards here. Diehorn Hatchling is pretty sweet, but that has Wind Fury, so it deals too much damage. Do I save the Ravaging Ghoul to play together with the Armorsmiths to gain more armor? I think I do. Let's go with this line now. So Atish is gone. More Twisting Nethers do not give him more stuff. If he goes with the Howl Fiend combo now, that's of course a big deal. Not the Howlfiend combo yet. Okay, then I want to play the Direhorn Hatchling probably. He's running Elise too. Nice. And he has Siphon Soul, that the Elise is going to be able to connect to face. Less nice. What if I think I just need to make some armor now. I think I just need to generate some armor right now. Let's generate some armor. Back to 29. If I could play 2 Nezots, I don't think he would have the resources to win the game. But I survived against the Priest, even though the Priest was lucky too, so this deck has a lot of resilience in it. I mean, he's probably not running an Abyssal Enforcer in that deck. That would seem extremely unlikely. Okay, going for the Howlfiend. Alright, I'm going to see some of these cards burn. Direhorn Hatchling is the only one that hurts. I guess all the others are expendable. And he burns 6. He's going to try setting up some kind of defile place here. Upside is that it gives me a lot of armor. Okay, let's see if he can burn the Hatchling. Haha, he gets the Hatchling too. That's so beautiful. Such beautiful stuff. Now I probably need to kill this Howlfiend. This is going to take some time. Yeah. I'm at 40. I have still a slight advantage in the cards remaining. I still have the Nezoth, I still have the Elise. I lost both Hatchlings, so Nezoth only pulls the Mountain Fire Armors. He has 1 Twisting Nether and 1 Siphon Soul. His Medivh is gone. I think there's still a chance that I can make it. I mean, if I had lost the Brawl instead of the Direhorn Hatchling, I would almost guaranteed be able to win this. He's out of Dirty Rats. Do I want to Brawl now? What does he have left, minion-wise? He really doesn't have a lot. I think I can throw a Brawl into this. I can kill this one first. And then I can throw in the Brawl. Because then it's 50% for King Mosh to survive. Well... And it's still not over. I could have played the Elise out there as well, I had the mana. I mean, I could have played the Elise out there if I won that Brawl.
This jungle hides many secrets.
He's saving his Twisting Nether for your Nezoth. Yes, he is. Well, he still has the pack, so maybe the Brawl could have done something there. I guess there is an argument to be made that the Brawl could have been useful. I think I want to kill that. But why let it deal damage there when I can take it away? It's going to be an Ungoro back battle. He of course has this pretty good hero power. But other than that, it is the battle of Ungoro packs. Whose pack is better? He still has a Siphon Soul left. But I mean, it's not like I have a lot of choice. I have to play the Volcanosaur. He's going to use the Siphon Soul on this. Now he's not going to use the Siphon Soul on that. Okay, if I can force him to use the If I can force him to use the Twisting Nether on this one, but it looks a little bit unlikely. That just isn't enough pressure. Wind Fury would have been awesome. Yeah, but at that point I still needed to give it health. Because I didn't know if I can find the untargetable. I can Dino-size an Armor Smith once I find an Armor Smith. Okay, so that takes this down to 8. Then I hit that it goes down to 4. A little bit weak back, no minions. Yeah, then I can actually Tidal Surge. I can just Tidal Surge in Whirlwind this. I don't have to spend any health from my minion. Once I find the Armor Smith, I'm going to Dino-size that. Maybe. Here comes his pack. It's the battle of the packs. Whose pack is going to win? But yeah, this was a bit of a weak pack. I agree, 100%. I mean, Corrupting Mist. Useless in this matchup. Binding Heal, I guess, can do some... Nah. This was not a high quality pack. So we'll see. There's another Execute. Do I play the Ravaging Ghoul? Then I could play the Binding Heal on that Ravaging Ghoul. Heal up a little bit. But I think it's still going to be just Whirlwind and execute his minion. Hit him in the face again. I have Armor Smith and Nesoth left in the deck. He has Twisting Nether for the Nesoth. If he has something like Hellfire, he can finally kill the Volcanosaur. Well, that's the way it's going to go. So far, his pack seems better than mine. Hellfire can clear this now. He's already had 2 good minions. And a Sherazin? Well, that's painful. And I can't heal up the volcanoes. I mean, his pack was full minions. My pack was full of mostly nothing. He still has Siphon Soul left and he has Twisting Nether left. These are going to push 8 to face. I'm going to have to play the Nesoth. You can silence the Volcanosaur. Then it's just a 5-6. That's not very strong. I guess it's stronger than anything else I can do though. I'll do that. I guess this is what we're going for. Binding Heal if we win the brawl. Yeah, I could have brawled. I guess that was an option. He has Siphon Soul. He has Defile. Siphon Soul, Defile, Twisting Nether. I don't think he can revive the Sherazin. Linf, nice play. Trek made it. I didn't. Feels bad, man. Uses the Siphon Soul. I think I actually can win now. He's going to have to Twisting Nether this board and that will give me 12 armor. And both Siphon Souls are gone and Twisting Nether is gone and then I play Armor Smith Dino-size. And what is he going to do about Armor Smith Dino-size? Can he have something left for that? There's Defile. I don't think he has anything left for this. I don't think he has anything left to contest this. We're just about to find out. Okay, Ultra Sword. That's sweet. That and Hero Power can kill this. But that's not going to be fast enough. He will fatigue for 6 and then he will fatigue for 7. So that's a total of 13 fatigue damage. I think I play the Ghoul. Now, how did I count that? Of course he's dead to fatigue. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.